Now, I know everybody been talking about recently this Lena and King video of King's birthday, his 29th birthday, where Lena took him to Chuck E. Cheese. And a lot of people have been doing think pieces and comparing when he was with Neek versus him being with Lena, and coming to the conclusion that he can't be happy with Lena and he misses old thing and blase blase. And I just have to say to that, why do y'all think this man is unhappy where he is? I'm confused. Like, yes, I see that Neek is living her best life with her famous baller boyfriend, taking trips out the country very frequently and getting to a bag. And that's wonderful for her. But what about that makes y'all think that King is not happy where he is with Lena? Because I haven't seen him put up no sign, asking for help, blinking, sending out bat signals, none of that. So why do y'all think he is so unhappy over there? I'm going to tell y'all this. Society will have you thinking that money equals happiness. Because as the saying goes, money cannot buy you happiness. Now, while everybody was going around the internet talking about this Chuck E. Cheese birthday party, I myself paid more attention to the more recent video that they did about the end of the year, YouTube quitting and all that. And that video for me further proved my point as to the internet asking or assuming the wrong thing, which is that he's unhappy where he is and he misses his old thing. What I gathered from that and what the internet should be thinking is that he is not unhappy with Lena. King is unhappy with himself. Okay? Now, with that said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a small clip from that video to hopefully further prove my point as to what internal unhappiness truly looks like. And then, yeah, we're going to talk about it. So stay tuned. Here we go. All right, y'all, let's talk about it. So, after seeing that video, I hope you would agree that this has nothing to do with King not being happy with Lena, nothing to do with him missing his old thing. This is solely about King and how King feels about King. King is not happy with himself. He's not happy with his life's progression. He's not happy with where he is currently. And that comes across on camera as disconnected, detached, vacant, unavailable, emotionally, all that. But I don't believe that it's intentional. King seems to be a quiet thinker. So yeah, it will come off as checked out. But King is not unlike a lot of us in that he's in a place in his life right now where he's doing self-inventory. And he like, damn, how did I get here? Or damn, I would expect it to be here when I was this age. You know? And I'm sure a lot of us can relate to that. Because at some point in our lives, whether we've gone through it already, are currently going through it, or will go through it later on in life, you're going to take a checklist of your life like, damn, did I meet all my goals? Or, damn, how did I get here? I was supposed to be here at this age, but I'm only here. What happened? I truly think that's where he is. And y'all need to understand that when King and Neek were together, they only had one kid. I believe they were still living with Neek's mom. So they still had family support. So they really didn't have the responsibilities that King has 7+ years later. He went from one kid to 3. You know what I'm saying? So of course now that burden and that responsibility is heavier. You know, he's trying to be the head of his household, but he don't know how, because King lacks direction. And I think he's starting to understand that in order to lead, he needs some sort of direction. And that's not something that you can just, make up or fake. It has to be in you for real. And I think King is trying to find that. He's trying to find his purpose, basically. And we done been there. It's not something that is so abnormal or unrelatable. So y'all need to give that man grace and stop acting like he is not happy with that girl. Because let's be clear, I seen the video of him at Chuck E. Cheese on his birthday, and he did not seem unhappy, detached, or none of that. He seemed very content. Because at the end of the day, we really don't know the conversations that him and Lena have behind closed doors. Those intimate talks where he's, conveying his deepest, most vulnerable thoughts to her. We don't know if that man asked or said something like that. I just miss being, a kid. I miss when I had responsibilities, blase, blase. And she, retained that information and said, you know what, I'm going to take my dude to Chuck E. Cheese for his birthday so he can, embrace his inner child. Which, for the record, I think is awesome, because I'm all about embracing my inner child. Like, life is hard. Adulting is hard, okay? So anytime I can check out for an hour or two and just be young and free, baby, I'm on it. So I don't understand why the internet went so hard about that. But yeah. So I just think y'all need to give this man grace. Let that relationship be. Because at the end of the day, truth be told, they not bothering us. They really not. They just living their life. And I know everybody want to hate Lena so much because we love Neek so much. But at the end of the day, Lena is not doing nothing that is uncommon when it comes to her going hard for her man. Because again, we don't know the conversations that they have behind closed doors. Only Lena knows what he's truly battling internally. So when she comes to the internet and speaks for him, even though it might not be him coming to her defense, but when she comes to the internet and speaks for him and interjects and oversteps sometimes, although it may look to us like she doing too much or she being too aggressive and too in it, in her mind she's defending her man, she's riding for her man. And what is wrong with that? Now her delivery may not be the best, and she might not have the best words, or however you want to put it, but at the end of the day, she's riding for her man. And ain't that what we're supposed to do with our partners? Like, they are planning to get married at some point. Like, that is what you do for your mate. This is her kid's father. Like, y'all just need to let them be at this point. Like, 2025 was a lot. Let that be where it is. At the end of the day, like I said, this is not about Lena. This is not about Neek. Now, I will say, King at some point probably does miss Neek, but not in the sense that he wants her back, or it's even her. I just think he misses the version of himself that he was with her. And that's okay, because when he was with her, he was young, wild, and free. He didn't have all the responsibilities that he does now. And that man is knocking on 30's door hard. And so, of course, he's feeling that pressure, because let's be honest, when you know 30 is around the corner, you start doing a whole bunch of checking. You know what I'm saying? You start doing a whole bunch of thinking. Like, dang, he's trying to find his purpose, as he should. There's nothing wrong with that. And the crazy thing about it is, he's still trying to be present while trying to find his purpose. And if you ask me, I think that's commendable. Because some people will just take the easy route out and be like, you know what, I can't do this. But he's trying to be a present father. So, I don't got nothing bad to say about it, because at the end of the day, we all miss some version of our younger selves for whatever reason that may be. And that is okay. That doesn't mean we want to go back to that place. That doesn't mean we regret where we are right now or moving forward. We just remember how it used to be. And that's okay. But yeah, y'all need to stop with the, oh, he ain't happy over there. Oh, he missed Nick, blah, blah, blah. Like, let that couple be. Please and thank you. Now, that's my little 2 cents. But I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think that King do miss Nick and I'm tripping? Do y'all think that he bored with Lana and he over the whole situation and he just ready to jump ship and he don't know how to tell her? Or do y'all agree with me when I say he like all of us at some point? He's just trying to find his purpose. He's just trying to navigate through life on his terms and trying not to be judged for it in the process. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Alright, y'all. That's all I got for y'all. I thank y'all so much for stopping by Trece Talkz. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and if you're able to, please hype my video up. And if you want to see and hear more videos like this, come back. Alright, but until the next time, y'all be safe.